Ethan Miller. Lena Hart, a name whispered into a phone at 2 a.m., a smile that arrived too fast, a romance that bloomed in Wisconsin winter like a lie wrapped in warmth. Ethan was steady, dependable, the kind of man who called his mother every Sunday. Then Lena appeared, eyes bright as headlights on black ice, laughter sharp enough to cut through loneliness. Friends noticed the change, nights out replaced by secret drives, texts erased, a house suddenly quiet. Ethan said he was in love. Said this time felt different, said trust came easy, until the night he vanished, his truck found idling near a frozen river, wallet still inside, phone smashed like it had tried to scream, snow falling gently, covering footprints, covering answers. Police said adults disappear, families said no, because love doesn't end like this, because men like Ethan don't walk away, not without leaving something behind, not without a reason buried deeper than ice. Detective Mark Rains. Stepping into a story that smelled wrong from the first breath, fresh romance, sudden devotion, financial shifts. Ethan's bank account drained in careful steps, gifts, trips, a new lease signed in Lena's name, neighbors recalled arguments, whispers through thin walls, a woman crying, then silence. Lena told police a simple story, lovers fight, men leave. She said Ethan drove off angry, said she waited, said she feared the worst, but fear has a sound, and hers was too calm. Detectives traced timelines, gas receipts, traffic cameras catching Ethan's truck heading nowhere near where Lena claimed. Her phone pinged close to the river that night, close enough to feel the cold. Friends revealed messages Ethan never sent, apologies typed after he was already gone, love letters written in a voice that wasn't his, someone pretending to be a ghost still alive. The river search, divers slicing through black water, cameras sinking into silt, nothing, no body, no closure, just a jacket snagged on driftwood, fibers matching Ethan's coat, hope drowning slowly. Investigators turned inward, into Lena's past, another state, another boyfriend, another disappearance explained away as heartbreak, patterns emerging like bruises under skin, charm first, isolation next, control wrapped as care, money moving quietly, lives unraveling loudly. Lena smiled for interviews, spoke about healing, about prayer, about starting over. She sold Ethan's tools, donated his clothes, packed his life into boxes before he was even declared missing. His mother watched from her porch, counting days like rosary beads, begging the cold to give her son back. Detectives listened to recorded calls. Lena urging Ethan to meet, to talk, to come alone. The last call, her voice soft, the sound of water faint in the background. A break came sideways. A storage unit rented under a false name, paid in cash, locked tight, inside, a tarp, duct tape, a single boot, size matched, tread worn exactly like Ethan's, blood cleaned but never erased, forensic light revealing a constellation of stains, a struggle mapped in silence. Police confronted Lena, she cried, then stopped, asked for a lawyer. The story shifted again, said an accident, said Ethan slipped, hit his head, said panic made choices for her. But accidents don't explain the messages sent weeks later, don't explain withdrawals timed to payday, don't explain why his phone answered texts after death. Prosecutors painted motive in numbers and fear, greed dressed as affection, control mistaken for love. A jury watched Lena's eyes, waiting for remorse, finding calculation instead. The trial dragged on, winter to winter. Ethan's chair empty every day, his mother gripping a photo until the edges curled. Experts spoke, timelines tightened, lies collapsed. Lena was convicted without a body. Wisconsin law allowing justice even when the river keeps its secrets. The sentence heavy, the room silent. Reporters called it closure, families called it survival. But something still breathed in the dark, a detail that never fit, the river current that night ran south. Yet the boot drifted north. Detectives revisited maps, weather logs, currents altered by a temporary dam. Open hours after Lena's call, water redirected, carrying secrets someplace else. Search teams returned years later, miles downstream, and found bones tangled in roots. Closure finally knocking, or so everyone believed, until the final autopsy. Fractures inconsistent with a fall. Restraint marks telling a longer story, and a second DNA profile on the tape, not Lena's. A man she'd been messaging secretly, a new romance overlapping the old. Police reopened files, arrested an accomplice who confessed to being there, said Lena didn't panic, said she planned, rehearsed, practiced love like a weapon. The shock rippled, headlines changed. Prime crime turned darker, because Ethan didn't just vanish into a bad romance, he was hunted by two hearts beating in sync, and the final twist cut deepest. While Lena rots behind bars, the accomplice revealed Ethan fought free. almost escaped, and the last thing he saw wasn't the river, but Lena watching, smiling, as the water took him.